think about how can we build sustained processes so that we're not just at this moment evaluating the situation, but on an ongoing basis, looking at data, reevaluating.
It's a matter of reflecting, did we achieve or not achieve the weekly targets and why? Were there any client complaints? So the other ingredient, besides an engaged workforce, is client centricity.
For the Israeli teams to be effective, it is important to have the right mix of talent, but also the right mix of seniority and subject matter experts on the calls in order to really enable this fast decision-making flow. So we can enter in a fast try and error phase to see if the solutions these cross-functional teams are developing meet the needs of our customers in this case.
We've had to learn a lot more on how to implement processes such as 2-week sprint followings in terms of results and much more kind of tracked methodologies behind the activities that we do, just because we do need to understand how much value it's putting into the business in the short term too, because of the crisis.
So let us measure first, and then let us impact on that, because you cannot change the things you cannot measure.
But it's also driven locally, because we have a lot of freedom to look at what can work and to do some pilots, some trials, and see how it can work and expand in other countries.
It's when you start in the complexity of just the vastly different views and perspectives and really different ways of looking at a single system, you then find the better questions. And from the better questions, I think you find the better answers and solutions.
One of the things that I had to do was also, I did a lot of delegation, which sometimes is not maybe the best thing in terms of crisis, but I had to narrow down the things I can focus on and just decide to focus on very, very few things, the most important things, the things that need me most, and delegate the rest. And that really required a lot of clarity, a lot of understanding, but also a lot of willingness to let go.
I think the lessons learned of collaboration, of participation across boundaries, of remote work, of the speed and scale of solutions, and the need for rapid prototyping to development to solutioning to execution to distribution. I think we've learned a lot of lessons. I can tell you our team at Citi and I personally have learned an enormous amount from the successes, but also the mistakes.